Alright, good evening. Welcome and hello and have a get your snacks or what have you, drinks. Don't know. Where were we last week? Let's review what we're up to. So we can draw tracks vertically and horizontally in 4 directions. So that's cool. We still have more work to do with that though, because this track is horizontal. This track will work out that it should be vertical, but of course this one needs to become vertical as well. Unless the two next to each other, in which case this shouldn't be vertical. Okay, so we did that. Oh, that's interesting, I don't remember doing that. Did we do it that way? Oh, we did. Did we do this one? Oh, cool. What about this one? Nah. So we got some work to do on direction detection. What else have we got in our to-do list? Oh yeah, I got to upgrade Skier Sharp, which may actually be involved because 1.68.1 splits up some packages, I think. So that might be fun. And yeah, it's really a question of whether tests and track direction detection is exciting enough, or if we should just say, nah, let's just draw some corner tracks and make this look better. Which, you know, kind of chicken and the egg. You can't make this look better with a corner track until you can draw a corner track. Hello, Matt. Thank you for joining me, us, we, whichever pronouns are appropriate. Pronouns? Scriptures, I don't know how. Hello, Christian. Seems good. I still have no idea what any of the emotes on Twitter mean. Twitch. This is them. See, I'm so good at Twitch, I call it Twitter. All right, let's upgrade Skier Sharp and see if that's. Thank you. Oh, I'm already on 68.1. Oh, well, there you go. This upgrade should be very simple then. I thought I was going to have to do something fancy with this views thing, but maybe I lucked into getting the RC or picked it. My dolls, yes, that's Pinky and the Brain. They're mine, but rejected by my 5-year-old son, so they're in my office. This is Stephen the Phrenology Head, and that's my wife's stuff. I don't know what else is there. Oh, wait, it's really hard to point behind you. This book is the greatest technical resource book ever. It's the only reference book I own. It is hardcore Visual Basic. I thoroughly recommend it if you're going to do any VB6 programming. So yeah, that upgrade was easy. I'm assuming it still runs. Yeah, from an RC to a stable. If it doesn't run, well, we'll log a bug. Yeah, hardcore VB was the best. Is how to get the most out of VB6. The first piece of real software I ever wrote was in VB6. Actually, it's in a box somewhere behind me. Can't see it. But it was it had to be really fast, so I had to use some hardcoreness. And actually, interestingly, it had to do lots of drawing on the screen, so it kind of overlaps with this project. Although I didn't have Skier Sharp, I just used pinvoke. It's still complaining. Why is that? Oh, it's still on RC. Oh wow, look. See in the corner there, we're installing Skier Sharp 1.18.68.1. And it's slow. That's a worry, because internet is necessary for streaming. Anyway, I also kind of don't like these tests. I think they're hard to read. Like 100 meg download. Okay. I mean, my internet's not that bad, but hey, there we go. Cool. So that still works. That's good. No bugs, maybe. Oh, that's bugged in my code. Oh, so that's interesting. Yeah, see, that's. All right. Yeah, I don't really like these tests either, because it's too hard to remember what this does. So what this means is put a track there, then put a track there, and then the direction of the last track that was placed should be this, which is not very intelligible, which is kind of one of the problems with facts, with theories. So maybe a fact actually works better for that. Alright, should we fix up tests or should we draw rounded tracks? Oh god, the one is gone. Any opinions? Any thoughts? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Hold your opinion. Alright, well, I'm just gonna decide then. Round tracks. Oh, alright, okay, round tracks. Good. You get to see how bad I am at math. Alright, so, round tracks. So we currently have horizontal and vertical directions. So what is the direction of a rounded track? Let's cheat, as always. Go to our prior art. So that track, I would say, is a right down track, because it goes to the right and it goes down. Yes, at arc. But do I need the degrees? And it's the planks that are the problem. Arc was, I had planned arc. But yeah, so that's a right down track, which is fine. And that's a left up, which is fine. But of course, we can achieve those two things with the same code and just rotate. Well, actually, we can achieve all four corners with the same code just rotated. Why did I do that? I can do this. So the only thing I'm wondering is, we currently have a horizontal track direction rather than a left-right and a right-left. So do we need a... No, we do need all four directions. Alright, so let's add them. So we have left up, we have up right, we have right down, and we have down left, which is all backwards. Hey Jimmy, how are you? Welcome to the club of trains you never thought you'd be part of. Alright, we have directions. So what we need to do in our track renderer. So we know how to draw a straight track, that's cool. We're going to want to render a corner track. I might separate these out to different files one day. And then if it's vertical, so this now needs to become horizontal. I wonder if I can use one of those new fancy switch expressions. Don't think so, because I'm not returning anything. We have to do that. Yeah, I do want to split this out actually, because there's already two classes of tracks. There is a corner and there's a straight. And so, yeah, that can be jumped for later. Alright, let's start with left down. What am I doing? And yes. Okay, so the way we draw a straight track is we have some constants, plank gap. I wonder if that still applies. Num planks, that's cool, plank width, so that all applies. So we draw the planks first, and then we draw the tracks. So the tracks themselves we'll be able to use draw arc. But to draw the planks, we have to draw 3 straight lines, but at the right angles. Now, there's 2 ways I can cheat here. Well, no, there's 2 ways I can do this. Number 1, I can cheat and look up the code for the JavaScript version and copy it, because I didn't write this, I don't think. My friend Scott is the maths expert of the group, and he did that sort of thing. Or I can try and remember my high school maths and remember if it's sine or cos or what have you. Yeah, let's see. So now what did I do for this? I want the render content. So left down. Draw a rectangle and rotate 30 degrees. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, so rotating the canvas, that's how I'm doing vertical and horizontal, obviously. I could rotate. Actually, maybe that's an easy way. Because I could just rotate about that point if I draw a rectangle straight up. That's interesting. Alright, let's try that. That's easy. Okay, so we want to rotate 30 degrees, which makes sense because 90 divided by 3, that's 30. And we want to draw a plank, which is okay. I guess we actually want all of this. No, we don't want the positioning. All right, let's just do it. Let's just try this. Let's pause. Okay. Okay, so in our case, what we want to do is we want to make a path. All right, so we just want to draw this straight up, really. So we're going to move to 0, 0. Actually, we need to move. SketchUp is not a math-required library. Yeah, you say that, but do not deny. Do not what am I trying to say? Do not underestimate the lack of math that I have. We want to draw it to the plank width, and we don't want to go 0. We want to go plank padding. And how are we doing this? We do one line of the width. Okay. Yeah, I take it back. I want all that code. Okay. Alright, so let's just see if this works the bad way, because do we want to draw, then rotate, then draw, then rotate? Yeah, that does work, doesn't it? I was wondering whether we need to rotate back to 0 to draw up to then, yeah, but probably not. I guess I can't do, oops. Ooh, how did I get a region? Could be 5 for that. That's how I got a region. Whatever. Let's just see if it works. Oh, we can't see if it works because no one will set the track to that direction. Right. More cheating. Set first track direction. So left up. Did I do left up or left down? I think I did left down. I did left down. Cool. Hey, not bad. But it's not 30 degrees. Because that would be 3 divisions. We want 3 lines, which means we want 4 divisions, which means we need 90 divided by 4, which is some number that is not a round number. 22 by 5. Okay, and now we can fix up this code because we can put in a loop. Numblanks. Cool. 22.5. M. So we take a double. Picture float. What's wrong with 22.5? Double the float. Oh. Is it F? Yeah. Cool. Ah, that's fantastic. But there is a problem with it. Oh, there's two problems with it. I always forget to pass in the way where to rotate around. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Thank you, Matt. That's awesome. I was going to have to sign and cos my way around all sorts of things. Excellent. Okay, so we are rotating. Which way are we rotating? So we're rotating. Looks like left, clockwise, but from the bottom. So we need to rotate around. What point do I go? That maybe? No, that is so wrong. Wow. There's no other rotates here. No. So when we do straight, we're rotating around the middle. That makes sense. Maybe. No, why don't we just do this? That's better. Translate before rotating. Yeah. Translate to where? So the track layout renderer translates to the right coordinates for this cell before calling render. So it would seem to me, I guess, that 0 degrees is down here and then it goes clockwise. So but that's right, that works. The only problem with this is that I've said this is what did I say? This was left down, and it's clearly left up, but that's okay because we can just cheat and fix that. That's what we always meant to do, right? Cool. So we have left up tracks. Excellent. We need some actual. Well, sorry, we have left up planks technically. So we need some tracks. Let's see. What do we want to do about this? This position we don't want, but the rest of this we do. So, in the interest of reuse, I will make this code a little bit different. Draw plank. And of course, because extract method doesn't work when you have usings, we have to do this and clean this up because Roslyn has a bug, but it is logged, I promise, because I checked finally after running into it so many times. And now we can go draw plank canvas with 0. Cool. Alright, tracks. So tracks are currently done in kind of a dodgy way. First we draw a white rectangle, and then we draw the horizontal lines. That's probably okay. This rectangle can probably be done with a line, just a thicker line, and then these are lines, and so therefore anything we can do with a line, we can do with arc. So let's try some arcs. Okay. We need to rotate back to nothing, right? So let's. Oops. Oh. Reset matrix actually probably does similar to what I want. So yeah, so restore a canvas. So I'm assuming this works like a stack. which will essentially push and pop, so we don't lose the whole state. So we want to move, yeah. So let's see, is there an arc2? Yep. Okay, hang on. Arc2, so we take, ooh, there's too many parameters here to be no math. 0.1, 0.2, and a radius. Okay, that's okay. So, right, so we don't need to move, we can just, wait, hang on. Is appends a line and arc. So that's the corner. Ah, the corner of the destination. Okay, so the corner is 0, 0. Yeah, that's right. Let me know the text. Yeah. Corner is 0, 0. The destination is width and track padding, I guess. Where are we going? I kind of want to draw this out with a pen and paper, but you can't see pen and paper. But so we've moved to the. Okay, so mouse wheel. Woo, woo. So we've moved to 0, track padding, which is here. So our corner we're rotating around is here, and then our destination is track padding, 0. Yeah. That. Yeah. Track padding, 0. Sweep. No, wrong road. A radius. I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. So this should only be one black line, but hopefully we'll be able to see. Nope. Okay. 0, 0. We're at 0 track padding. We're going to track padding 0. Corner radius. Oh, that's not going to be 90. What is it? Yeah. Corner radius. No, it is right. It is 90. That's right, isn't it? I think. What is this measured in? Let's have a look. I don't know why I thought that would work. This one. The corner radius. Excellent. Yeah. No. Sorry, none of that helps me. Alright, well the radius might not be in degrees, I guess. So oh, that's not happy. Can't that is this a double? Yeah. To float. Let's float to single. Let's lose some precision on pi. This is the worst that could happen. Yeah. This is why guessing is bad. Okay. Maybe it's time to cheat. We could. Let's see. Oh, thank you. FF.5. Is that a thing? No. FF. Not a thing. Probably in a new get package somewhere. Let's see if instead of arc 2, we do an arc there. Oh, there's really not many overloads of arc. Okay, what about if we draw an arc? Oh, no drawing arcs. I guess you draw circles and clip them or something. Yeah, that's interesting. Alright, we're sticking with this. The radius. Part of .NET Standard 2.1. Yeah, I'm 2.0. Alright, let's see if there's an example of arc 2. Here's a Stack Overflow question. Ooh, it's arc. Cool. So arc 2, put it 2, that's different overload. Arc size large. That's kind of funny. How big is big? Arc SK point single. Yeah, arc size. Yeah, so that's that one. That's this one. This one. Determines whether the smallest or largest arc possible is born. That's interesting. You still have a radius and an angle in degrees relative to the x-axis. So this makes it seem like it doesn't require... Oh no, we're not rotating anyway. The angle arc. Yeah, so we could do that. The start angle is 0, the sweep angle is 90. Alright, let's see if that works any easier. So, arc. Okay. So the bounding box is essentially the whole cell. So 0, 0, right, yeah, width. Our start angle, we'll start 0, go to 90, force move to. Huh. I don't know. I'm guessing if we have that, we don't need the move to. Why? Alright, let's see. Black. Oh my god. Can everyone see the bug? We need to draw the path, or the path will not have any effect. This is why copy-paste development is bad. Oh yeah, I need because I forgot to copy one line. Okay, well, we have a line at least. It's not what we want. Okay, so that's... Alright, looks like we just don't need to move. So that's cool. Force move to is false. Actually, what if we do force... I just don't want that line at the start. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we're... Cool, so... Huh. That's interesting. So obviously it's, it's filled in the right part of the oval. But... So we can either move over here and get it to draw in the right spot. That feels like the wrong overload though if we have to kind of trick it with this. So now that we at least know what the problem was, let's go back to trying this other overload. So we were from the current point, the radius in the x direction. Which one were we using? The corner area, the corner x coordinate. So that's 0, 0. Destination is track padding, 0. And the radius, yeah, we sort of know what that is. Let's see what happens. Whoa. It's a little big. And backwards. And, yeah. Oh. I'm just curious what, I mean, 19 was right, but, yeah, right. Okay, so, yeah, so, alright, let's stick with this one. Oh, what did you suggest? Point, single, arc size, path direction. Oh, let's try that for completeness. So, this one. Alright, so the radius is... the radius is a point. Okay. Oh, and... oh, we just had a connection. I don't know what that means. What is the radius is a point? That's interesting. Let's go back to that Stack Overflow post that used it. 100 by 100. Why is that the radius? Adds a line to the path from the current point to the x point. A size. Yeah, I don't understand why it's two numbers. I mean, yeah, maybe point is just a convenient type, but size. I'm so tempted to just steal the code from the JavaScript version here. Or just fix up the bounding box and offset it. It's probably not the worst thing in the world. Otherwise, actually, is there a curve tool or something? A cubic Bezier. Or we could do that if we knew what we were doing, but we don't. Yeah, okay, let's stick with this one. Alright, so this draws a quarter of our cell. So if we move to minus width by 2, let's see if that has any effect at all. Nope. Okay, so the starting position here doesn't matter. So this is just filling in. Okay, so that's right. We can do that there, and then moving the arc is fine. Counter transforms. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, of course. We can just, instead of move to, we just transform. Does the transform apply? So I'm adding these to a path. Does the transform apply as I'm building up the path, or only when I draw the path? Which is not a big deal either way. It just means I draw it more often. But let's find out. So let's transform. Let's not transform. Oh, yes, we want canvas transform. Is that not translate? Translate. Let's try that. Okay, cool. Only when drawing, yeah. Makes sense. Why didn't that work? Oh. Divided by 22. Okay, cool. So, for our next... So that's one track. Now for our next track, though, we're going to need to draw the same arc, but we want to increase the width. And I guess we want to increase it by track width. Though, because we're only drawing a quarter of a circle... Oh no, that looks great. I was thinking that might need to be bigger. Actually it does. If you zoom in, which you can do by moving your head closer to your monitor, it's missing a bit. Maybe we need to do this. That's better. What a lovely track. Cool. And we want to do that again for the second track. So the second track has got to be let's do this. Offset is 0, and that's the offset, and that's offset minus, with plus, offset plus. Okay. So just genericize that a little bit, so I can make a method in a second. And for the second one, the offset will be the width minus the track padding. That's not right. But also, it's very not right. Actually, looking at this again, this is not right as well, because this is in the middle. We need to come up more. So this 0 is... what's our track padding? Track padding is 10. Well, that should be big enough. I wonder why that didn't work. Alright, maybe I got my maths wrong here. So, width, that would have to be width plus the offset. And then, that's offset minus track. Yeah, that all makes sense, I think. What's offset 0? Oh yeah, angle, yeah. Okay. So that looks okay from that point of view, but not with the planks. It's too close to the edge of the planks, which is annoying. And then obviously we need to clip this, which actually is something I think I meant to do anyway here. Realistically, before we render any kind of track, we should clip this to just that track. And I'm going to assume that clipping is relative to the translation and hope for the best. And we want the intersection, yep, and we don't want to rotate this. Alright, let's see if that works. Cool. So that looks better. So we're drawing in this imaginary big circle, but we clip it down to just our cell, so that's great. But yeah, we need more padding. That's interesting. I wonder why. I wonder if the JavaScript version has more padding on a corner track as well. Let's let's multiply this by, let's go 1.5. This is why I like procedural graphics. What? Can it double to int? Oh yeah, makes sense. Let float. Have a float. Like that float. Yeah. Yeah, this is why I like procedural graphics, because you just muck around with it. My god, that's terrible. Okay. Let's put this back. There's minus track padding. Why is that so bad? It's in the middle there, you can barely see it. Track width. What is track width? Is that the width of a track? Yeah, it is. So that's right. Plus 5. Plus 5? Let's try plus 5. I really should probably comment out that second one, because, hey, you're right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, plus 5, of course. Oh, actually, let's zoom in. Something weird going on there. Oh, maybe it's... I can't tell if it's drawing... You know what? I'll turn the planks off. Let's turn the planks off and then we'll see whether it's drawing. It doesn't look like it's drawing two arcs. Oh no, it is. And then that one, and then that one. Which is hopefully just this. Yeah, so we know this one's wrong. Okay, cool. So, width minus track padding. Where do we actually want this? We probably want this. As is not done by default. Excellent. I don't want any other thing. I want pixel perfect. I think this is actually just that. Oh, that's not bad. It's close. Is it? Is it just that? Okay, that looks better. It's just not going far enough, which means our oval is not big enough. Why is our oval not big enough? Yeah, I don't think I want any other thing. I mean, it might make this look better, but I don't know. I guess I should turn it on and try it. But I worry that it'll make the whole thing look blurry, especially with the straight tracks and things. Oh no, that looks pretty good. I guess for a curve, anti-aliasing makes sense. Thank you. My headset is terrible and I need to sort something out. Yeah, so I think I need to... Do I need to translate for the second track separately? Like this could be, the offset here minus the width. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Oops. That. that, and that, and... Okay. Let's get this looking a bit better. Don't forget to draw this time. Draw curves. Oh, man. I hate this bug. Andrew, if you're watching, please fix this bug for me. Thank you. He's not watching. I know he's not watching, but still. Okay, so we want to draw a track, and we want to draw. Alright, let's see if that makes any more sense. Nope. Bracket. Sure. You can have a bracket, since you asked nicely. Okay. That didn't work. They are much too close together. I'll synchronize with those two. I hope no one is sitting there watching this and shouting at their computer, yelling out whatever the right answer is. Because, yeah, that ain't how my brain works. Look, one track is enough for a train, surely. That looks great. Whoa. Oh, too far. Alright. Back to this. Let's do some debugging. When in doubt, set a breakpoint. That's why you pay the big money for Visual Studio, you may as well use it. Okay. So, let's try and understand what's going on. So we're at -5, -5. And then we're at so we're bounding it. Where's paint.net? There we go. So, size 40. Okay, is there a grid? Yes. Okay, here is one cell. And we got pencil. Here's one thing. So we're at -5, -5, which is about there. And then we're going to 35, 35, which is here. Okay, so 35, 35. So we have our bounding box like this. Not that one. And then we're drawing an arc from 0 to 90. See, that doesn't seem like it should work. Because that should be this kind of curve. But it's ending up as this kind of curve. I think I know less now than I did before I started debugging. Let's just check. Can we see what that drew? Oh, no. Oh, I haven't drawn it yet, of course, just on the path. And then, alright. Then we move essentially move the bounding box 4 pixels to the left and top, but also increase it by 4. Yeah, that just doesn't seem right. Is there a debug mode for Ski Sharp where it can draw extra things? Don't answer that, I know the answer. And so then the next time we do this, 10, 10, 10. So now we're down here, finishing over here. Okay, that explains why. So we don't want to ever be positive in this bounding box, because we always want our circle to be right. We're drawing the bottom right hand corner of a circle, so we always want the circle to be out. So this has to be less than this. Okay, so that explains what's going on. I don't understand the actual numbers, but that does make sense why. This is essentially now 10, 10, so we're starting there. That's why yeah, that makes sense. I'm translating outside. Yes, I am. That's true. Okay, so I'm translating by 20. Oh, okay, so that's getting us up here. Yep, okay. Cool. So that's cool, but I still don't want to ever be here. So this, I think, makes sense. No. Why not? Okay. We're expanding our canvas. Let's go to 80 by 80. Alright. Okay. So, let's try this again. We have a cell. Oh, that's, no. What pixels? Okay. So we are translating by width and half of the width, so to here. Then we go -5, which is here. So our end box is here-ish. And we draw an arc for the corners like this. Whoops, like this. And we draw an arc like this. So that gives us our first track. So that's cool. So yeah, so we need to translate again before we draw the second set of tracks. So I do need that translate inside here. And I guess I should I'll save and restore again. Yep. So I need that translate, but for the second one, I want to. Do I want to translate the whole way? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. So 2 and 1. And then the offset. So this offset is -5 from here. If we're all the way up here, yeah, actually -5 is probably still right. Okay. So that did nothing. Are they drawing over each other? No. Okay, we've lost. We've lost all of our tracks. Let's see what's going on. So the first one, the second one, we know they look good. For the third one, offset's -5. sorry, third one. Offset's 40, minus 40. So we're up there. Offset's minus 5, yep. Width is 40. Oh. Yeah, okay. The oval's not big enough. So what's going on there is I'm translating up here, but the width is still 40, so I'm drawing essentially in this cell, but I want to be drawing in this cell. So I need the oval here to be double. Which means, oh, I can do this, I think. Hey. Alright, so we need to move them in a little bit, but that's pretty good. That looks alright, I think. Let's get rid of this. Oh, there's so much cleanup to do. It's so horrible. It's not nice. None of this is nice, don't lie. Okay, so this is all just guesswork and numbers. Let's put the planks back. And we still need to draw the white. Yeah, that looks good. I hope that lines up with the horizontal tracks. I should probably check that. What's the easiest way to check that? Remove our dodgy code here. Oh, but I don't wanna. Alright. So, if there's a track above, do something. If there's a track below, do something. Okay, so otherwise... No, let's do this. If there's a track below, and if there is a track... whoops. No. There's a track. Okay, if there's a track above, and there's a track at the left... Yeah. Then left up. Okay. So, there is a track above, and a track to the left. Oh, look at that. Alright, so that looks terrible, and doesn't line up at all. We'll just take a screenshot very briefly. So you can all see how terrible it is. Yep. Well, so, okay. Ignore the fact that this isn't vertical. It obviously would be once we've got the rest of that code done. Just cheat. Oh, wow. I guess that's anti-aliasing for you. Oh, it looked so good, but yeah, it doesn't. And so what's annoying now is, so this track here, this bottom track is drawn at the track offset. And I've said this arc, and my method takes in the track offset. So they should be the same, right? But because I'm just making up numbers as I go, it's kind of, that's just kind of annoying because, yeah, this is where guesswork falls down completely. Because now I'm like, I don't know, is it 1, is it 2? Like, let's try that. I don't like that. I'm going to have to do some math research offline. I can't even tell if that's better or not. See, I avoided math at uni, and I knew that it would never be a problem, and I was wrong. Completely wrong. Paste. That is not what I copied. Let's try that again. Screenshot. and paste. There we are. So I made it worse. Yeah, made it worse. Excellent. Okay. +2, so -2. Sure, why not? Oh, every time. That looks better. That looks really good. And anyone who wants to tell me why it's +2, I'll give you $1. Oh, that actually looks that actually does really look good. I think that's lining up on both axes. Yep, I will take that to the bank. So we just got to fix up this one. It doesn't look like 2 is going to do it there, but let's hope for the best. So what do we do there? We had minus temperature of 2, so if we add 3 to this, in theory, we go track, 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 track. Oh, that looks really good. Yay, random numbers. And all we have to do is agree to never speak of this code ever again. 1 pixel off. I bet you if I do, I bet you if I move this by 1 pixel, it goes back to being terrible again. 4, is that the right direction? Got to quit the app again. Can someone invent hot reload for WinForms? Yeah, that's wrong. And when I say someone, I don't mean me, please. Alright. I think I'm taking that to the bank. Yes! Small round of applause for random numbers. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I wonder what anti-aliasing does on the rest of these tracks. Because this one's anti-aliasing and this one isn't. And maybe that looks bad. But I don't know. Let's chuck it on. What's the worst that could happen? Track. Oops. Track. Yeah, see how they're a bit thicker? Yeah. Actually, that looks alright. Yeah, maybe we'll leave anti-aliasing on. Oh, if that one just went vertical when you put one below it, that would be gold. In fact, so if there's one above and its direction is not horizontal. Ugh, what? If there's one above, its direction isn't horizontal. Oh yeah, or yeah, okay, so I'd have to break that out. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Alright. Back to this. We need to do one more thing, which is our white empty tracks. Clear here. So for our clear, we pretty much just want one arc, I think. And it can be white and thicker. I think that makes sense. Oh, fill. Oh, it's something wrecked. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's try what is it, track width? Is that 3? Can you tell me? 4. Seems a bit thick. Okay, so what happens if we do that? If we do that, but we want our offset to be 3, and we want to pass in. No, we only want one of these, so maybe we don't pass in anything. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, that's because that must be clear. Oh, why did that pop up? That means Visual Studio has reset my settings again. Well, that didn't work. Is there any? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Red. Whoa. Ah, translate. Translate. Where's the translate? Forgot the translate. Translate there. Save. And restore. Perfect. Alright, I think that's actually going to work. And then we just need to set the offset to -2. Do it again. And here we go. Cool. Oh, one of them looks good. I think we're going to be running red again in a second. Please pay to it. Is it just me, or does that look like basically a straight line now that I've done the white? That's really weird. That's really weird. Maybe the curve tracks have to be thicker. Because the curve eats too many pixels. That's... yeah, okay, that might be better. So what's going on with the second one, though? So we set the offset. Oh, it's the translate. Yeah, okay. Alright, let me clean this up. Get rid of that, get rid of that. That goes there. You know what? This can go in here. This can go in here. Yep. And this. Oh, this. Yeah, that's what I mean by straight. It definitely looks squished. Draw track background. Offset. Yes. Why you still complain? Oh, that's why. Cool. Oh, whoops. This needs to be here. And this is with ×2 again. Alright, so that's much nicer code. It's possibly maybe you might even admit to writing. Nope, doesn't build. Don't admit to writing it. That's a font. Okay, that looks really cool. The track width is now thicker than the vertical track, so that's obviously a problem. But, yeah, why does it look so squished? Well, 3 is obviously not enough. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it needs to be wider. Let's put this back to 1. Let's make, where are we? Oh, track width is 4. Whoops, not 56. Oh dear. Still looks squished. Does not access track. Yeah, that's true. Wait, does this? Oh, no, static already. Cool. If I don't do this, it really does look a lot more curved, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe it's just that you can't see any of it because it's on the planks. Yeah, that's actually pretty squished as well. Maybe the problem is that arc. If the bounding box got smaller, yeah, the oval's too big. Exactly. Well, the clipping hiding it is. I think the clipping hiding is just hiding the bits that are out of the cell. But if the oval is too big, then yeah, I think that's correct. So the oval. Yeah. You know what? I think that's probably it. I'm going to add a note to the to-do list over here and says reduce the oval for the curved tracks. Because that's going to be for next time. Because I'm running out of time. But I'm just going to go, let's get sharp. Let's commit some stuff. I need to get so much better in the practice of committing more often. Tracks. There's one more thing I just want to do because it's annoying me so much. I saw a refactoring to expand this into like constituent parts. No. Okay. So, if there's a track above, then, yeah, look up. Otherwise, if there's a track above, and if the track above, if the track above is, this really should be, if it's vertical, or, oops. So if it's vertical or if it's left down, or if it's right down, then we want our track to be vertical. So this is basically saying if there's a track above it and the ends of the tracks are pointing in the downward direction. Otherwise, if there's, what's this? If there's not a track up and to the left, or there is a track up and to the right. No, sorry, there's not. Right, if there's not any tracks up to, okay. This is the one. This is the one I want to fix. So, if there's a track above this, but no track next to that track, then I want to change this to vertical, but I also want to get track at column row -1, and I want to set that direction to vertical. And I am sure that I'm supposed to be doing this by writing tests, but I'm not. So sue me. Why are you complicated? Possible null reference. Oh, defined. So down, down. Yes, look at that. Oh, okay, and then it needs to do the same treatment as I draw to the right. See, it's never as easy as you think. But, look at that. That's not bad. Ooh, that's horrible. Don't look too closely. Alright. I am going to definitely call that a night. That's awesome. I'm very happy with our terrible, terrible curve tracks. But it should be pretty easy now to add in, the next curve is just rotate the canvas and draw that same thing again. And at least that's actually, one really good thing of the modularity that we get and just the ease of rotating that Skia gives us is that if someone much smarter than me wants to fix up that drawing code, I will happily accept PRs. But at least it's one spot, it's one method that draws a curve track. Actually, I should, let's just do this. Track above. Oh. That's not what I intended. Oh, contains key. There we are. Null reference types. Null reference types are good for that. So, they just made me clean up my code because I didn't want to. I wanted to get rid of a warning. This is better. So yeah, I need to do a much better job of keeping this method tested. But I'm not going to do that now because I don't like these tests. Like, this is just unintelligible. It took me about 10 minutes staring at it before the stream started to remember what all this meant. And I couldn't even remember if that was column and row or not. So better test code will encourage better tests. And yeah, the only other thing I want to do is pop these into here so that it's even easier to refactor this. So we literally have one method renders a corner track, we have a draw blank, one that renders a straight track, and then here we can do this same rotation trick eventually, but realistically this should be split up because if the direction is vertical or horizontal, then we want to call this method. Sometimes we do this as well. If the direction is any of the other directions, then we want to do some kind of rotation, then call render corner track. So that still needs to be cleaned up as well. But that is definitely a job for another time. And I think, speaking of another time, I think I'm going to start these streams half an hour earlier as well because, there's just not enough time. And I want to work on it. Most days I actually I wish I could stream now because I just want to work on this train game, which is exactly what I hoped that it would achieve. So that's good. I've forgotten what this change does. Oh, yes. So, yeah, I think I'm going to start half an hour earlier next week. And then that'll allow me to go for 2 hours, which is good. I'll get more done. I think the week after next, I can't actually stream, so maybe I'll try a different night if I've got time. I don't know. It's a busy week. But otherwise, that's it. Thank you for joining me. And thank you, Matt, for your helpful suggestions. Who would have thought you would have lots of suggestions about how to use Skia properly? No one could have predicted that. Yeah, thanks a lot, and see you next week. Good night.